Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Moletrap here. Game 3 of SKT1 versus KT Rolster. Rolster being represented by Never, aka fOrGG, who you can see right there. He also goes by Never V since he was in the V clan for victory. Best from the White clan is going to be representing SKT1. They're probably going to zoom over to him momentarily. By the way, before this game gets too far underway, shout out to Michael from Capole. Hopefully I pronounced the name of your from correctly. Sorry if I didn't. He gave me a donation like a while ago, actually, and some people have donated and asked for shout outs, and if you didn't hear it, I've tried to stay on top of it, but if you didn't hear it, then let me know. You may have missed the game, or if not, then, you know, there was one guy that I swore that I gave him a shout out, and I couldn't find the instance where I had, and so I gave him another one. So, you know, if you haven't heard it, just let me know, and I'll definitely make sure to get that out to you. Or if there's anything else you can think I do for you, you know, if you gave me a donation, you want to request a game instead or something like that, then that's cool too. Although I've been doing a lot of requested games lately anyway, regardless of if people have donated or not. Anyway, we're going to be getting this game underway here pretty soon. Game 3 between fOrGG and Best, and it's going to be on the map Fortress, which I have not seen a ton of games on Fortress. I don't know a terrible amount about it, unfortunately, but anyway, it's a new map. It's got basically kind of a Pokeball in the middle, which is kind of weird. Actually, I don't know if it's a Pokeball. It's got like, or maybe you could call it kind of a shuriken or something. It's got this spinny thing. Anyway, that's just what the map looks like, though. How it's played is another matter altogether. It's probably not played like a shuriken. Yeah, I haven't seen a ton of games. I have seen some games on this map. One of the interesting parts about this map is that it has kind of these bases in the corners where you can trick a probe through these like little map artifact walls to get into those corners to try and build an extra base. And the games I have seen on this, those have been used almost as desperation tactics, and they've been quickly shut down by drops or recalls or something, so they haven't really done much good. So it's an interesting concept. Haven't really seen it used too much lately. So maybe it'd be cool to see someone do a 12 next or a fast expansion into one of those corners or something like that. Anyway, but other than that, though, it's kind of a normal sort of thing. It's a 4-player map, and you have your natural expansion outside of a small choke, and then you have a larger choke. So, but it is on the same level. There's no ramp on this map, which changes things. You know, on Medusa, that made for very interesting play. When there was pressure put on, it was harder to defend. I mean, this isn't really like Medusa, but anyway, looks like we're going to get the game underway here pretty soon, and we're going to get this started. Game 3 of the Pro League Finals is about to get underway. 3, 2, 1, 0 on the clock. KT is up 2 games to 0. 2 games to 0, and if fOrGG wins this game, he's going to bring KT into a 3-0 position where all they have to do is send out Flash to easily win the Pro League Finals, the first best of 7, and that would be a horrible position for SKT1 to be in. Would be to be down 3-0. I mean, even if Best wins this game, they're still not that good of a position. They still have a deficit to come back from. But yeah, 3-0 is a tough spot to be in. Anyway, yes, so Best is the Protoss player, by the way. Blue Protoss player in the 6 o'clock position. fOrGG is going to be the orange Terran player at the sort of 3 o'clock position. And for some reason, I just feel like we're going to see fOrGG scout Best first very easily. I don't know why. I actually don't know anything about the most advantageous scouting methods on this map, but I just kind of got this suspicion, I got this feeling that fOrGG is going to scout south first, although sometimes Terrans don't scout until later on in their build, so it might not do any good. I got no idea how Best is going to scout. No idea. No hunch at all on that one. But let's see what's going on. He's going to get a gateway down. There's always at the moment where the gateway hasn't been put up yet. He's still just building probes where he could go for a fast nexus or something like that. Anyway, T1 fan rapidly shaking their sign around. KT fan daintily shaking their sign around. Both teams have tons of fans here screaming and cheering for them. It would just be absolutely amazing to be there in person. Still a dream of mine to try and go to some pro games one day in Korea. Or, you know, hey, maybe some pro games would happen in the United States. Speaking of which, actually, Diggity is going to be casting a big StarCraft 2 tournament in Ventura live at the Green Forest Cafe or something like that. Go check out his account. A few weeks ago, he said he's put out a video kind of explaining some of the details. There's a thread on Team Liquid that explains all the details. So if you want to see some live StarCraft action, check that out immediately. So that you can sign up to be an observer, because they want to know how many people are coming. As far as supplying, I think they're supplying food. I'm not sure though. Anyway, so we got a factory down here for fOrGG. He's put it down to just one SCV, so he's probably going to get an expansion up pretty quick here. Best is actually going to scout. I was completely wrong. Best is the one that's doing an early scout. fOrGG is sending his SCV across the map, actually, checking for proxies in the middle of the map and checking cross positions first at this far side of the map, and then he's probably going to turn and go to the corners. He may send out a second SCV, in fact. We'll have to see, but he knows that probe got there pretty quick, so he's probably going to check. Well, never mind. Once he spots the far side, he's not going to know that that it's either top or bottom. Anyway, so fOrGG just playing defensively though, getting a couple Marines out there. He's got his factory going. He's producing more Marines. Here comes the Zealot in here. He's going to have to run those Marines back here. The Zealot's going to be able to get in very close, but the Marines are going to be able to fall back to a sort of pseudo bunker between the barracks and the supply depot. And very nicely done by fOrGG. A lot more Terrans are doing that these days, being very, very conscientious about their building placement. Oh, is this going to stop the SCV? No, it does not stop the SCV. Best mismicroing a little bit there, not getting as many shots off on that SCV as he could have, and letting the SCV getting pretty quick, pretty far, and is now going to finally be able to kill out that SCV. The SCV spots the range being upgraded, and range continues to be upgraded, so he does not change his plans after the SCV has been killed. He's just going to do it for 2-gate range goons, basically, and it's going to put some pressure on here. Best looking very sweaty already. It's like 5 minutes into the game, he's already sweating like a non-pig, because pigs don't sweat. I don't know why that's a phrase that people say in the United States. Is he's sweating like a pig to mean that they're sweating a lot, which is completely false. Pigs don't sweat a lot. Anyway, so now he's got this tank out, and the Marines, and going for the range goons is actually a really good idea on this map without the ramp, and with this decent sized choke. It's going to be really hard for him to defend there. He's just got a buffer. He's got a meat shield, a buffer of Marines between that tank and those Dragoons, but the Dragoons could easily run in there and nail that tank. And it looks like he's researching siege mode, probably, given the fact that he has 2 tanks right now. He could still be researching mines. If the 3rd unit out is a Vulture, he could be researching mines to do a kind of a FD push here. He's pushing out with a lot of Marines. The Dragoons are going to be able to get him very close. Oh man, I don't know if range is upgraded yet. It's hard to tell at this close of a distance. Zealot getting in close there. He's attacking the Marines, fighting off the Marines. There goes the... Yes, he must have been researching mines, and mine gets laid down, but no, the tank's so close. Oh, is he going to lose the tank? He loses the first tank. The mines are going to force the Dragoons back, but not before he kills all the Marines off and a tank, and only loses 1 or 2 Dragoons in that battle. So a very good exchange there for Best. Best doing a lot of damage there, but now fOrGG is going to be able to get that expansion down. Best looks like he's going to set up an expansion as well. fOrGG lost so much there though. If he'd waited a little bit longer to push out for those Vultures, he could have pushed in with those mines a little bit heavier, a little bit more aggressively against. Oh, that's clever, putting the tank on the other side of the ridge there with the mines to spot for any units that are walking over there. Anyway, so he wasn't able to put as much pressure on those Dragoons with the Vultures, and he had to fall back. Anyways, but yeah, Best actually apparently had his expansion up pretty quick, a lot earlier than I anticipated. Maybe as soon as he realized that he was going for an FD expansion. So Best has the expansion going even before